Today we're going to be talking about identifying events in our reading lesson. So if you would pull out this sheet right here in your virtual packet. I'm going to insert a little snippet of a video of the three little pigs. In this video, I want you to listen to the story and I want you to think about the beginning, the middle, and the end of the story. Once you've listened and know what the beginning, ending, and the middle of the story is, then we're going to talk about the events that happen in the story. Okay, so take a listen.
Story is The Three Little Pigs, illustrated by John Lewis. Retold by Nicola Baxter. Once upon a time, there were three little pigs. They were brave, they were bold, but they weren't very big. One fine day, the three little pigs set off to see the world. "Always look out for the big bad wolf," said their mother. "He's bad, he's big, and he'd love to eat a tasty little..." She never finished her sentence. The three little pigs hadn't gone far when they met a man carrying a heavy load of straw. "I could build a fine house with that straw," said the first little pig. And he did. The two little pigs set off, leaving their brother at his house of straw. Before long, a man came by, with sticks on his back piled ever so high. "I could build a very fine house with those sticks," said the second little pig. And she did. The last little pig set off, leaving his sister at the house of sticks. Soon, he met a man carrying a heavy load of bricks. "I could build a very fine house with those bricks," said the third little pig. And he did. Meanwhile, who was creeping up to the house of straw? It was the big bad wolf. Little pig, let me come in," he growled. "No, not by the hairs on my chinny chin chin. I won't let you in," squeaked the little pig. "Then I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house down," roared the wolf. And he did. That was the end of the first little pig. Next, the wolf crept up to the house of sticks. Little pig, let me come in," he growled. "No, not by the hairs on my chinny chin chin. I won't let you in," squeaked the second little pig. "Then I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house down," roared the wolf. And he did. That was the end of the second little pig. Next, the wolf crept up to the house of bricks. Little pig, let me come in," he growled. "No, not by the hairs on my chinny chin chin. I won't let you in," squeaked the third little pig. So the wolf huffed, and he puffed, and he huffed, and he puffed. But he couldn't blow down the house of bricks. And he's saying, "I need a new plan." "Little pig," called the wolf, "be ready at 6 o'clock tomorrow morning, and we'll gather some tasty turnips." And little pig says, "I'll be there." The little pig knew that the wolf planned to eat him, so off he set at 5 o'clock. He filled his basket with tasty turnips and hurried home for 6 o'clock. "Bother!" growled the wolf. "Little pig," called the wolf, "be ready at 5 o'clock tomorrow morning, and we'll pick some juicy apples." So the little pig set off at 4 o'clock. He filled his basket with juicy apples and hurried home for 5 o'clock. Bother! Roared the wolf. Little pig, called the wolf, be ready at 4 o'clock this afternoon, and we'll go to the fair. As soon as the wolf went away, the little pig set off for the fair. He had so much fun. Here he is on the slide. Oh, look, way up there is the wolf. At 4 o'clock, the wolf arrived. Just then, the little pig rolled back from the fair inside a barrel. He bowled right over the wolf. Quickly, the little pig ran indoors. Now the wolf was really angry. He climbed onto the roof. Little pig, I'm coming to eat you up, he shouted down the chimney. Indoors, the pig put on a pot of water to boil. Suddenly, the wolf fell down the chimney into the pot of boiling water with a crash and a splash. And that was the end of the big bad wolf. And the little pig said, now I can live happily ever after in my fine house of bricks. And he did. And he says, home sweet home. And that's the end of today's story.
Now that you have listened to the story of the three little pigs, we're going to talk about the major events that happened at the beginning of the story. All right, so first, let's talk about what an event is. So an event is something that happens in a story. Major events are the most important things in the story. So when you're reading or listening to a story, ask, what happens in this part of the story? What is the major event in this story? Thinking about the events help you understand the story. So, what happens at the beginning of the three little pigs? The three pigs each build a house. The first pig builds a house with straw, and the second pig builds his house with sticks, and they sing and they dance all day long. Well, the third pig works very, very, very hard and builds his house with bricks. That was very smart of that pig. Now, what was a major event? What is the most important thing that happened? I don't think that it's important to know that the pigs sang and danced all day long. I could still tell the story without this detail. It is important to know what type of houses each pig built. This is called a major event. All right, so whenever you need to remember what a major event is, refer back to this sheet. Are all the events that you told about important in the story? So when you told me about the pig and how they built their house, was that important? Yes. Could I tell a whole story in a way that makes sense without any of those events? So I'm asking you, could I tell a story that doesn't tell me how each pig built his house? No, that wouldn't help me at all. So remember, when identifying events, ask yourself these two questions. What happens in this part of the story, and what is the major event in this story? All right, so now that we've done our first part of our reading lesson for today, we're going to go on into our sight word for this week. All right, as I stated, boys and girls, we're going to do our sight word for this week. Our sight word is green. I've inserted a video on the word green, and I want you to listen to it. Check it out.
Let's do green next.
Okay.
G-R-E-E-N, G-R-E-E-N. I know how to spell green, G-R-E-E-N. Caterpillars are green and grasshoppers too. I know how to spell green, G-R-E-E-N.
Ooh, caterpillars.
G-R-E-E-N, G-R-E-E-N. I know how to spell green, G-R-E-E-N.
sight word for this week. And our sight word for today is the color green. So what you're going to do is you're going to flip to this page right here. And you're going to complete this page in your packet. So, can you learn this word with me? You're going to say it, green. Then you're going to write the word green. And then you're going to clap out how many syllables are in the word green. Then I want you to color green. Then I want you to trace the word green. Then I want you to shape up the word green. Now you need to find the word green. So, is this green? No. Is this word green? No. So you need to find the word green in your picture. Then I want you to tell me, who did you tell it to? So whoever you told the word green to, write their name right here. Okay, hey boys and girls, now that we've done our sight word, now we're going to do our capitalizing the first word in our sentence and our pronoun I. As you can see, I had gave you an example of how I wanted it completed. You're going to circle the letter I, then you're going to write the capital I up top. And then you're going to rewrite your sentence. I like to read. And you'll do the same for number 2. My book is red. There's a capital E in red. Should that be there? No. So you're going to make that a lowercase e, and then you're going to write the sentence correctly. And like for number 3, the cat is fat. Should the T in A in cat and fat be capitalized? No, it shouldn't. It should be all lowercase. So you're going to rewrite the sentence the correct way. Okay? So if you have any trouble with our capital letters, please refer back to the videos from last week on what letters we capitalize and capitalizing our pronoun I. Okay? And now we will do our worksheet on app. The ending sound app. Okay? So what you're going to do right here is you're going to look at the pictures. This is a cap. Does cap end in app, or does it not end in app? It ends in app. So what you're going to do is you're going to cut out all of your pictures. So, and what ends in app, you're going to paste it right here. You're going to cut and paste right there. If it doesn't end in app, you're going to cut it and paste it right here. Okay? I'm going to put a video in our playlist on the word family app for you, okay? And our last worksheet is the sound We've been working on We talked about the sound and the letter M in our Saxon lesson. So what you're going to do is you're going to take this sheet. You're going to cut out each picture in this sheet, and if it has the beginning sound like right here, monkey, you're going to paste it here. And if it's ice cream, like the word ice cream has the sound at the end, so you're going to put it here. And if you have like the word airplane, do you hear in airplane? No. So what you're going to do is you're going to cut and paste the picture of the airplane right here, okay? And that's how you're going to work out the rest of your ELA sheets for this week. This will conclude our lesson for Monday. I hope that this is enough help for you, and if you need any additional help or practice, please feel free to reach out to your teacher. Have a great day.